What's up guys, RGT85 here, and today on the channel we got a couple news stories that are floating around that I definitely want to talk about. Some very interesting stuff going in the world of video games. The first story I want to talk about is a recent interview with Reggie fils-aime. Reggie. I love the dude. Like, he's very out there. He's very big and bold and boisterous, but sometimes he says things that just make you scratch your head. And in this interview he was asked about the smartphone app, and I'm just scratching my head about this. I don't really agree with you on this, Reggie, but I do want to talk about it. The next thing, Kingdom Hearts 3 is obviously a huge game for 2019, and a massive Kingdom Hearts collection has just been announced for the PlayStation 4, so I want to go over the games that are involved in this and just basically talk about this briefly. And the final story, the main story, what is Nintendo doing with the Game Boy? Are they planning on doing something big? Because it looks like it is, according to this recent patent. So sit back, relax, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and let's get into this stuff.
Hey, RGT85. Hey, Sean.
Oh my god, it's Stevie Richards! So the Nintendo Switch online service, some people love it, some people hate it, some people are tolerant of it. I think I'm kind of in the middle. I'm tolerant of it. I would like to see more. I would definitely like to be able to do more with it, but I guess it's kind of okay-ish for now. But they definitely need to work on some things. But one of the main things that I absolutely hate about the service is the smartphone app in order to chat with other players. Now, it does work. I have used it. I played a game of Tecmo Bowl with 8-Bit Eric on the NES Online games, and I absolutely destroyed him. Make sure you watch that video over on his channel. It was a bloodbath, people. It was a bloodbath. But we did use the voice chat app just to see how it worked, to see the clarity of it, and I thought it worked okay. It just felt so dumb having to use my cell phone in order to talk to him and play this game when I'm playing it on a video game system that has a headphone jack on it. So it was kind of weird to me, but in a recent interview, Reggie fils-aime was asked about the Nintendo Switch's voice chat app, because obviously this is a big problem for a lot of people. It's definitely a big topic of discussion. Well, Reggie had to say the following about Nintendo deciding to use the voice chat app. Nintendow's approach is to do things differently. We have a much different suite of experiences than our competitors offer, and we do that in a different way. This creates a sort of yin and yang for our customers. They're excited about cloud saves and legacy content, but we wish we might deliver voice chat a different way, for example. What we see is a situation where we know that the Nintendo Switch is being played out in the open, at a park, or on a metro bus. We believe the easiest way for you to connect and have a peer-to-peer experience with voice chat is with your mobile phone. It's always there, it's always with you. Okay, you know what else is always there and always with you if you're playing a Nintendo Switch? The Nintendo Switch! The actual system is always there with you. So you can just simply plug in a headset to the Nintendo Switch and you're good to go. I don't understand this necessity and this desire and need to have this voice chat app. It does work. It works okay. The clarity on it is decent. But having to use your cell phone when you have a dedicated video game system is just silly to me, especially considering the fact that I was able to do voice chat on the Nintendo DS. I didn't have to use a cell phone app for my Nintendo DS. If I was playing Metroid Prime Hunters online, guess what? I was playing Metroid Prime Hunters online, and if I was playing with friends, I could voice chat with them without using a stupid app. So I guess if the app has to say, it definitely just needs to be a side thing, a side item, not the main course. If you want to offer the app, that's fine, and if people want to use the app, that's fine. But native voice chat just makes so much more sense. You can't play your Nintendo Switch without your Nintendo Switch, Reggie, much like you can't play your Nintendo Switch and talk to people without having your cell phone. But you have to have the Switch at all times. So I don't know. This just seems like a really strange decision. Maybe he's just, doing PR work, because obviously this is probably something that came from Nintendo of Japan, but I definitely wanted to talk about it because the answer is just very laughable to me. Kingdom Hearts is a massive video game franchise that blends Square Enix characters and the world of Disney, and it's been very popular ever since it debuted on the PlayStation 2. I played a couple entries in the series. I played the original on the PlayStation 2. I played the one on the DS, and that was about about it, but I always thought they were pretty fun games. I just never really got super into them, but I know that there's a huge audience for these Kingdom Hearts games because they're very popular, and honestly, they're pretty well done in the grand scheme of things. Well, with Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out in January of 2019, Square Enix has announced a new collection that will be releasing right now just on the PS4. No word if this is going to be coming to the Xbox One, which is also getting Kingdom Hearts 3, but this collection is releasing on October 30th for $39.99, and it is absolutely massive. It is called the Kingdom Hearts The Story So Far Collection, and there are so many games on this for $40. It is absolutely amazing. So the games included in this are Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 and 1.25 Remix, Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, Kingdom Hearts 358/2 days HD Remastered Cinematics, Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Recoded HD Remastered Cinematics, Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance HD, Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep, a fragmentary passage, and Kingdom Hearts X Backs Cover, a movie. Good lord, this is quite the collection of games here. So for $40, you're getting all of these Kingdom Hearts games, pretty much every Kingdom Hearts game and every Kingdom Hearts related thing that's ever come out. And this is a pretty big deal to me, honestly. I think it's something that a lot of people will want to check out. Right now, it looks like this might just be digital only. I do hope they do a physical release of this as well. But for $40, getting all these Kingdom Hearts games, like, you might as well pick it up. You're getting a ton of different games here, and you're pretty much learning everything that's going on in the story up to the third game. Because let's face it, the Kingdom Hearts timeline is a bit kind of chaotic. I once had someone try to explain it to me, and I just kind of scratched my head and was like, you're crazy. You're crazy. But it is a good collection for Kingdom Hearts fans. I think a lot of people are going to want to check this out as well. Kind of strange that, like I said, it's only been announced for the PS4. The Xbox One, of course, has never really had any Kingdom Hearts games, so it would make sense for this to come to this platform as well. That could be coming up in the horizon, and that could be something that will be announced a little bit later down the road. But yeah, if you're a Kingdom Hearts fan, you're probably jumping out of your seat right now because you're getting all of these Kingdom Hearts games for just $40, and it really looks like a great collection. And I hope Square Enix continues to do more collections like this with other franchises that they have on various systems, because it's pretty awesome. And the final bit of news, Nintendo has put in a new patent for the Game Boy. Now, the Game Boy is a system that, of course, a lot of people grew up with and a lot of people love. It's a very popular system, one of the best-selling Nintendo handhelds of all time, of course, and it was a thing that, like I said, a lot of us grew up on, something that we probably would like to see on Nintendo Switch's online service, because there's so many awesome Game Boy games. But is Nintendo planning something big with the Game Boy in 2019? Because honestly, it kind of looks like they are. A new patent just released, and it looks like Nintendo might be bringing the Game Boy to your cell phone. What is Nintendo's obsession with cell phones all of a sudden? You have to have cell phone for voice chat, and now it looks like they're going to potentially bring Game Boy stuff to the cell phone. So this new patent is very, very curious. It is something that essentially slips over a smartphone, and looking over, Siliconera made some notes about it, and we're going to go over those notes very quickly. One of the features of this casing is the ability for inputs on the buttons to be sensed by the touchscreen beneath the buttons. This is possible whether barehanded or wearing non-conductive gloves. Part of the casing is open where the regular Game Boy screen would be. The patent indicates that the game would be displayed in the corresponding portion of the touchscreen that is viewable, making it possible to play the game with the cover attached to the touchscreen device. The buttons use a conductive sheet within the cover that enables the touchscreen to sense the input when the nub on the bottom side touches the touchscreen, in the same way human fingers are sensed. The casing also leaves open a small window for the front camera and device speaker. The top and bottom of the phone are not obstructed, and the users can connect the device to a speaker or USB device. The camera and smartphone are to be used as intended. So this is pretty crazy in my opinion. We saw something like this with the Hyperkin product. I don't recall the name of it right now, but it was basically a way for you to put your smartphone into a sort of Game Boy-like device and play Game Boy games on your smartphone. But this is kind of a next level thing because it seems like it's more of just a slipcase. So is Nintendo planning on bringing the Game Boy to your smartphone and Game Boy emulation? They could easily sell ROMs and packs of ROMs on a Game Boy, for the Game Boy in things like the iOS store and the Android store, the Google store. So I don't know. Obviously Nintendo has a lot of faith in smartphone stuff. You're starting to see smartphone games come to Nintendo. You've seen Super Mario on the smartphone, Animal Crossing, Fire Emblem. Big Nintendo franchises are making the jump to smartphones, and they seem to be doing really well and making a lot of money for Nintendo. So I guess it would make sense for Nintendo to test the waters with something like this to see if people would want to play their Game Boy games on their smartphone. Honestly, I would probably be interested in this. It seems like something pretty cool. If it's priced reasonably and it's a simple slipcover that allows you to use something that feels and mimics buttons instead of having to use a touchscreen control, which I do not like, I think that would be something really awesome, and I think something people would be really interested in. Now there's the whole thing that Nintendo Switch owners might feel slightly burned by this if this is exclusive to just phones. But I have to say, this seems like an interesting idea, and I definitely want to see what the future holds for this. Alright, and those are 3 stories I wanted to cover because they are very interesting to me. So let me know in the comment section down below what you think of these stories, what you think of Reggie's little PR spin on the smartphone app, if you plan on picking up the Kingdom Hearts collection, and of course, what you think about this crazy thing that Nintendo is doing with Game Boy and potentially smartphones. And as always, thank you for checking out this video. If you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Make sure you check out the pinned comment in the comment section down below. I am giving away a $100 eShop gift card, so make sure you guys enter to win that. And check out some other videos on the channel. We recently looked at the arcade 1-up machine, which I absolutely love. I can't stop playing the stupid thing. I have to have more Street Fighter, I guess, in my life. So make sure you guys check out other videos, and as always, I will catch you guys on the next one. Later.